In today's video, I'll be doing a quick demonstration of how to get up and running with the PokerEdge software to dissect your opponents and exploit their weaknesses. After installing PokerEdge, you should see a desktop icon. Double-click this icon to launch PokerEdge. At the login screen, you can enter a username or password if you have one, otherwise click the free trial button. PokerEdge will now ask you which room you want to play at. We support over 100 poker rooms. Today we'll be playing on Full Tilt, so I select Full Tilt Poker and click the launch button. PokerEdge and Full Tilt should both start up. Here in the main window, you can do a manual search on a player by typing in a name. You can adjust your filters, you can take notes on a player, and of course you can see statistics. The filter window is important because it dictates which statistics are shown throughout the program. In today's example, we're going to be playing a cash game and a limit game. Let's just say between 0-0 and 3-6. The game size filter determines whether you want to view stats on full games, which are 7 or more players, or short games, which are 6 or fewer, or you can leave it at both to see all stats. Let's open up a table and get started. As soon as you open the table, PokerEdge immediately identifies who's sitting at your table and overlays their stats on the tables. These yellow boxes show you the key statistics for each player. In the table lookup window, PokerEdge color codes each player based on their playing style. The green players are loose, weak players, whereas the red players are tight and tough. PokerEdge also places an icon next to each name which categorizes their playing styles. We have some sharks, calling station, some bombs, maniacs, etc. You can see these icons on the heads-up display as well on the table while you play. Hover your mouse over the stat boxes or the icon to see even closer details, such as number of hands played, how much a player has won or lost, and when they were last seen. Going back to the lookup window, you can click on a player's name to view his detailed stats in the main window. Here in the Key Stats tab, you can see how many hands he's played, when he was last seen, how much he's won or lost, his VPIP, which shows how tight or loose he is, and he raises pre-flop, and tons of other stats. Click the hand distribution button to get an inside look at which games any player has played and how he's done at each stake level. This player has played some 1-2 limit and some 25-cent, 50-cent limit. It shows that he's won money at 1-2, but lost money at 25-cent, 50-cent. Click through the tabs to see even more stats. We have pre-flop stats, flop stats, turn stats, lots of river stats, and showdown stats. Click the Recent Showdowns button to get a historical look at some of the recent hands this player has played. This is one of my favorite features of PokerEdge. You can see which cards the player held and what he did on each round of betting. In this example, he hit eights and he called pre-flop. He checked on the flop, checked on the turn, bet on the river, and he ended up losing. Here he had ace-queen, he called on pre-flop, he called on the flop, he called on the turn, and he check-raised on the river with nothing, and of course he lost. This example, he had pocket nines, he raised pre-flop, he hit his set on the flop, he check-raised on the turn, he bet on the river, he won this hand. Overall, you just get a good indication of how each player plays his hands. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you start using the edge while you play. Until next time, have fun and good luck.